Dive into your ocean. Is it raining with you? So baby, talk to me like lovers do.
1971 saw the release of the Andromeda Strain. The American science fiction made twice of its $6.5 million budget alone in the US back, and quite rightly received constantly positive reviews. It is based on Michael Crichton's same-named novel from 1969. More about the author in The Speed, The Last Action Hero, Westworld, Jurassic Park, Coma, Runaway and The Terminal Man retrospectives.
Ooh, yeah.
A US military space probe crashes in New Mexico. With the exception of an alcoholic and an infant, all the inhabitants of a nearby town die, some of them in bizarre suicides. Also a rescue team whose blood completely has crystallized within seconds into a powder.
Here comes the rain again, raining in my head like a tragedy, tearing me apart like a new emotion. I want to breathe in the open wind. I want to kiss like...
To prevent the phenomenon from spreading, it is decided to nuke the area in 48 hours.
Is it raining with you? So baby, talk to me.
During this time, the team of scientists called by the government and conducting research in a multi-store underground laboratory discovers that the alien substance can utilize any form of energy, including an explosion.
Baby, talk to me like love.
And now, against the defense of the central computer, they have to stop the automatic nuclear self-destruction of their own laboratory. Because it has been contaminated by Andromeda, the name of the substance, which has since mutated into a plastic dissolving form and therefore was able to spread, and all levels of the system have been automatically sealed off. The extremely unusual, excellent soundtrack is by Jill Millet, who also created the title theme for the Kolchak TV series. The well-cast, highly interesting, frighteningly realistic, excitingly directed science thriller by Robert Wise, see also Star Trek the movie, was one of the first I was lucky enough to see on TV as a child. The absolute, unrivaled bacterial outbreak classic used extremely creative split screen, unusual for the time, and has an impressive set design. With brilliant effects by Douglas Trumbull, who also worked on 2001: A Space Odyssey, Silent Running and Blade Runner. Deadly Dust from Space, the German title, is extremely faithful, practically one-on-one, to the original, which appeared in the same year of the fake moon landing. See also the Capricorn 1 retrospective. The 2019 sequel was published 11 years after Crichton's death. Although it bears his name, it's by a different author. Crichton was not a fan of sequels. All his books are self-contained stories. Unless, of course, there was a truckload of money involved. In which case, even dead characters were brought out of eternal retirement. The highly recommendable original is a report, illustrates the results of the various tests with text-based computer images and differs only in two, from my point of view, insignificant details. In the movie, one of the 4 male scientists became a woman, now by far the most interesting character, and Andromeda can be destroyed at the end. In the book, the plastic-dissolving Andromeda variant spreads unchallenged, gathering in the upper atmosphere and killing astronauts. From the same producer-director-winner team, later also responsible for the unnecessary TV remake of Crichton's Coma in 2012. But more on this mutation in the same-named retrospective. In 2008, the year of Crichton's death, I assume he saw the garbage and got a stroke right away, appeared with a 3-hour Felt 6 US TV movie, another unnecessary remake, aka name theft by talentless hacks. Director Michael Salomon, see the Salem Slot remake from 2004 and the Stephen King adaptation Big Driver from 2014, tells roughly the same story again, but this time completely implausible, taking place in a completely different way, set in the present day with completely new characters. Moves the crash site to Utah, shows violent crime as a result of the virus. There's also a reporter in contact with the head of the project, a government agency that carries out assassinations as a distraction with some kind of virus cult. Some eco-fascists are also running around. The bomb from the aborted nuclear attack detonates in this version, which of course makes the final completely pointless. There are wormholes and, no joke, they don't even shy away from time travel. The wildly cobbled together, completely meaningless trash bluntly spreads government propaganda that had back then already had been proven wrong.
I want to walk in the open wind. I want to talk like lovers do. Want to die.
Contains the usual additional one-dimensional characters. Here it's 5 scientists. Annoying family/relationship soap opera elements, stupid melodrama, ridiculous CGI, the usual never-ending techno bubble.
I want to walk in the open wind. I want to talk like lovers do. Want to dive into your ocean. Is it
the usual hypocritical eco message? The usual cheap shaky cam and slow motion TV action schlock, etc. Back then I had already wisely stopped watching after 10 minutes because it looked so cheap, like an asylum production, and I couldn't stand the smear theater any longer. But now, after I could avoid it for 16 years, I actually had to sit through the stinker for the rear view. What a Kack.